Good evening, everyone. This is MemphisWeather.net meteorologist Eric Procius recording this about 5 p.m. on Thursday, December 30th, 2021, as we get ready to close out the year, head into another holiday weekend, and hope that you've got great plans and that you'll be prepared as we get ready to experience another potential round of severe weather this weekend, heading into New Year's Eve night and New Year's Day. So I thought to just take a few minutes to cover what we're expecting and give you something to prepare for as you make your plans. We'll start off though checking out the satellite from today. Just a pretty cool trend going on as we started off with a lot of fog and low clouds this morning. And you can see in the Memphis area, those just evaporated away during the day, a lot more than I thought, in fact. The sun came out this afternoon, really made for a pretty pleasant afternoon, but it's pretty neat to see those clouds just dissipating over the area as we went through the day. But let's talk about what we are here to talk about, and that is the potential for some severe storms. New Year's Eve, tomorrow evening possible. Those mainly north of Memphis, and we'll go into the details here in a minute. And then again, New Year's Day, mainly during the afternoon hours. Now, our threats that we're going to be watching out for and that you need to be prepared for are primarily flash flooding or urban flooding. We are expecting quite a bit of rain out of this system, and of course, we had a lot of rain yesterday as well, and so we'll be going into the situation with some from wet ground already. Could see some strong to severe wind gusts of 50 to 60 miles an hour possible at a couple different times. And then an isolated tornado or large hail also possible, mainly on Saturday afternoon. And then once the system moves out, the front, major front moves through, significant front on Saturday, late afternoon, early evening. Winter is going to arrive. We will finally push all these 70s well to the out of the way, off to the east. And we will turn to winter as we head into New Year's Day and January 2nd, Sunday, with sharply colder air. And yes, it does say a chance of light snow. We'll take a look at that possibility as well. Let's start off with the severe weather outlook as we have it right now. This is for Friday night. This is mainly after dark Friday night. So if you have New Year's Eve plans, if you're headed out or going to be out and about, need to be aware of this. We have the potential for a few strong storms. We are currently in a level 2 risk for most of the metro, slight risk, a marginal risk to the south. And as of right now, I really think that most of this threat is going to be north of the city. I think the slight risk might be a little bit too far to the south, but we'll get an update to that tomorrow morning. And actually a couple of different times during the day tomorrow. But I think as we look at this in a minute, more of the storms that would be of concern will be to our northwest Tennessee, northeast Arkansas. But we'll want to keep an eye on that. Just be aware that we will probably have some showers and a few thunderstorms around during the time frame Friday evening for New Year's Eve. Heading into Saturday, the Saturday outlook also places us in a level 2 slight risk for the entire metro. The storms will be moving out of northeast Arkansas and back to the south, and so a lower risk threat for those areas. But for right now, we are under a slight risk, and this is a forecast that I expect by the time we get to Saturday could also change a little bit, particularly for areas south and east of Memphis. I think there's a decent chance this could be upgraded to an enhanced risk as we head into the day. But for right now, I think it's fairly safe to say level 2 out of 5 risk for the Memphis area is pretty good forecast. As far as the excessive rainfall, I want to talk a little bit about the amount of rain that's also going to be coming down. And that is going to start with a initial round tomorrow evening. Friday evening, scattered showers and a few thunderstorms, but as those move to the north, there will be an area set up across northern Arkansas into northern Tennessee, western Kentucky, where that will sit overnight, Friday night into Saturday morning. And there is a chance there, a slight risk of excessive rainfall. And that does come down right down to I-40. So again, I think our heaviest rain threat is also going to be during the day on Saturday, but some areas up to the north and perhaps in the metro could see some pretty decent rainfall Friday night. And for Saturday, there is a moderate risk of excessive rainfall for flash flooding up to our north, again, where that main rain band sets up during the early day hours on Saturday, but that will start to slide to the south as we go through the day Saturday. And so we are also again in a slight risk for excessive rainfall, which means that there could be enough rain to produce some flash flooding. So we'll want to keep that in mind as well. When you put those two together, it's going to end up with quite a bit of rainfall, I think, over the next 48 hours. Here is the forecast rainfall from the National Weather Service right now. This is for the entire event through Sunday, starting Friday evening and going through Sunday. And we're seeing this band of heavy rainfall of 2 to 3 inches. Some 4-inch amounts are being forecast up in the Ohio River, Mississippi River confluence there. But down here in the metro, probably in at least 1.5 inches. Some areas are probably going to see a couple of inches of rain out of this system, maybe isolated amounts a little higher than that up to the north, Tipton County and points north. So definitely a fair amount of rainfall coming in. So let's walk through what this system is going to look like, perhaps on radar, using the HRRR model, which gives us a good look out till midday Saturday, and we can see how this is going to start. So this is starting with here Friday afternoon. And as we go into the evening hours, you see most of this rain is setting up to the north. There are some scattered showers around the area. This is about 9 o'clock tomorrow evening, so just before the midnight hour. But you see there's an increase in some showers and thunderstorms, mainly north of I-40, but across the metro as we head towards midnight, and that is midnight there. Again, this could vary or differ just a little bit by the time we get to it, but you see most of the rain up to the north, but there are some embedded thunderstorms in there that could bring a sporadic damaging wind gust and certainly some heavy rain. Again, I think most of that, as this is showing, will be north of I-40, but if you've got plans tomorrow night, you plan to be out, you should plan for the possibility of some rain and perhaps some thunderstorms as well as we head into the late night hours as well. Going into early Saturday now, this is 6 a.m. Saturday. You see the heavier rain really starts to get going up here to the north. Fairly dry around the metro area, but it looks like that is going to change as we go through the day. And you'll see this cold front off to the west is going to be moving to the east and starting to slide all of this stuff to the east. So the last frame in this particular model gets us to noon on Saturday. And you see there is a pretty decent line of storms that extends from basically the Ohio River down the Mississippi River into Arkansas and back into northeast Texas. This is setting up to be what we would see sweep through here on Saturday afternoon, which is likely to be a line of storms with some pretty heavy rain, the potential for some damaging wind gusts, and we can't rule out an isolated tornado or some large hail as well. What I want to do now, because this model only goes out right now through noon on Saturday, is flip over to the GFS model. It is not instantaneous rainfall like radar. It just shows how much has fallen in over a period of time, but you can kind of get an idea. This is again noon on Saturday. And if I step this out, so this is early Saturday afternoon and then late Saturday afternoon, you see how that large area of rain kind of moves right through the Memphis area during the afternoon hours on Saturday. If you've got plans Saturday, you're going to want to especially be aware of what's going on Saturday afternoon between noon and 5 or 6 p.m. As that moves through. That could be our round of severe weather right there. And then as we move through that, you see as we go into the evening hours here, things dry out, but we're starting to see some of these red and blue lines to the backside of this moving in, and this is very cold air aloft, but it is moving in this direction. It's also dropping the surface temperatures very rapidly on Saturday night, and we'll give you just a quick peek here at what this model has for Sunday, and you see the blue precipitation right over Memphis on Sunday morning. And what we're seeing there is the potential for a quick shot of some light snow on Sunday morning. We will be going from somewhere in the low 70s around midday on Saturday to around freezing by the time you wake up Sunday morning 18 hours later with a chance of light snow. Very quick burst. I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to cause any big concerns. The temperature's obviously in the 70s before this. It moves through pretty quickly, so I don't expect it to cause too many problems at all. But the possibility remains that you could see some light snow falling Sunday morning after 70-something degrees the day before. So let's take a recap of the forecast here to close this out. First of all, for tonight, we'll start to see those clouds start to move back in overnight. We could see a few showers tomorrow morning as the first little wave moves through here. Nothing severe with that. It'll mainly be after 3 or 4 a.m. until maybe 8 or 9 in the morning. Temperatures will be holding around in the mid-50s, maybe climbing a little bit as the wind is out of the south overnight tonight. For Friday, we'll see a slight chance of a shower again. Most of that should be to our north. Some gusty winds and a high temperature around 74 on Friday. And then we get Friday night. This is as New Year's Eve occurs. We go into 2022. We'll start to see some showers and a few thunderstorms, some heavy rain, especially to the north of Memphis, but don't be surprised to see some around. And the overnight low of 66 degrees. It's going to be very mild overnight tomorrow night. And then for Saturday, we are looking at those thunderstorms becoming likely, especially in the afternoon. A few could be strong. Some of that rain is going to be heavy and very gusty winds, 73 degrees, and those winds gusting up 30, 35 miles an hour out of the southwest during the day. So it is setting the stage for that potential for some severe storms. Saturday night, it turns cold. We will drop down to about 32 by the time you wake up Sunday morning. A chance of a few showers Saturday night, but most of that is gone. A strong north wind bringing in that very cold air. And as we head into Sunday, we are not looking for temperatures Sunday to get out of the 30s for the entire day. It is going to be about 40 degrees colder Sunday afternoon than it was Saturday afternoon. A few of those light snow showers possible around in the morning. Again, no big deal, but might be pretty to look out the window. You're going to want to stay indoors and have that heat cranked up. And then we go into a more winter-like pattern. Monday and Tuesday with sunshine, temperatures below freezing each morning. In fact, some rural areas on Monday morning could drop down to the upper teens, and we will see 40s to low 50s, a slight chance of rain coming back as we head into later in the week as temperatures moderate a little bit. But we are not seeing 70s or probably even 60s again after Saturday for a while. I hope that gives you a good outlook on what to expect this weekend. And with your big plans, I hope that everything goes well. We wish you all the best as we turn into the new year. And we hope that 2022 is good for you as well. Appreciate you sticking with your trusted weather sources. Make sure that you've got the app ready, the MemphisWeather.net app, and ready to give you the information you need as you head into this weekend and into next year. Thanks so much for supporting us this year. We look forward to a great 2022, and everybody have a safe weekend.